Hello everyone. Today we'll be looking at Master Star Piece Super Saiyan Goku. Let me see if I'm saying this right. The Coloring Budokai Tenkaichi version is what they call this. So basically there were 4 Japanese artists. I don't remember who they were. I forgot the contest too, but basically the gist of it was to create different colors for the Master Star Piece Goku Super Saiyan version. And there were 4 versions. One was cell shaded, one was like a darker tone of blue, and one of them was, well, this one here. And this one won out, and so they decided to produce this as the new Master Star Piece for Super Saiyan Goku. The original one was very popular, and so they couldn't obviously make money off it. So anywho, here's the box. Cool. It's got these weird colors on it. But it's supposed to signify it's a special colored version. So you can see the little tie-dye colors and crap. It was pretty cool. I prefer the original, but I mean, it's just a box. And it looks decent for what it is. Sorry, I'm kind of using one-handed here or something. But anywho, here's the original one. Which I think looks a little better, I guess. It's just a box. Anyway, same size. The only difference is this one had a little piece of cardboard separating the body from the upper body from the lower body, and then his head was wrapped in plastic. This one just came into 3 plastic compartments. This one did 2, but I mean, no big deal. Just a box. Anyways, let's get to the figures. So you can tell difference in coloring automatically when you're looking at them. This one looks like it has a brighter shade of orange, but in all actuality, is this one. It's kind of your eye playing tricks on you. But overall, this one has a much brighter color scheme than this one here. This one was the first one that came out, and it's got the original color scheme. I remember complaining in the Vegeta review that his skin tone was too dark, and it still is, even for the Master Star Piece line. But technically, if I'm going by which one fits in the line better, it would definitely be that one right there. This one's brightness looks cool, but it's kind of out of place. I have Vegeta too, and he doesn't really work that well. It works a little bit, but you're really winging it, and you can tell the difference. They look like they come from different lines, so you're better off getting this one still. But taking a closer look at this one, whoa, shoot, I don't have the bases on, and I hit him anyway, so he was gonna fall over. I haven't had many issues with this guy falling. I know a lot of people have. I haven't, but I knocked him over. Trust me. Anyways, the shading. See the dark tones of shading? That's actually all shading. It's not the light, the natural daylight. That's actual shading. All over him is the natural shading. It's a bit neater than this one over here, so that's cool. Even though you can't tell, it's very minor because the shading on this one's very subtle. This one's much more defined. As you can see, all that dark shading. You don't see any of it here. Not necessarily a bad thing. It's just something to mention. Let's pick him up and get a little bit closer detail on the face. You see the if I can get it. Come on. It won't do it. I'm really upset at that, but he's actually got these little whites in his eyes. I gotta put him so close so you guys can see it. It won't zoom in on his face, and I don't know why. But you can see it when it zooms out. He's too close to the camera, but up close, he has these whites in his eyes that look pretty cool. Minor, but cool. No big deal. But the coloring is a lot brighter. He's got 2 tones in his hair. He's got the darker yellow and then a lighter yellow. Actually looks pretty good. He's got a stand just like the original one. This one's a lot clearer. The other one was a bit more of a smoky effect. It's got a bit of a rainbow color to it. But for the most part, it's just clear. I do prefer that. It doesn't look as noticeable as his was because his was a bit smoky. I'll show you the back. Same shading goes throughout the figure. Okay. Pretty cool. I don't really recommend this one unless you don't have that one. And even then, if your money's no object to you, I know to a lot of people it ain't, then at least here in the US it ain't. For me it is. It's not because of lack of money, it's just common sense that holds me back. So I know when I'm getting gouged, and I don't really come up with excuses to justify it. Ripping me off is ripping me the fuck off. But anyways, Secondary market, primary market, whatever. But technically, this one goes a lot better with the other pieces. This one really looks out of place. It's too bright. I actually probably will get Vegeta before this review's over, and I can show you the differences. But the darker skin tone generally works better with the line. So, plus another thing I noticed, and this could be from figure to figure, this one is standing more upright, and this one's a bit more leaned forward. It doesn't look like it here, but it is. His feet also are spread out wider than this one. This one's, if I can get him the same pose, this one's a bit closer. You can actually tell it from the forward view a little bit better. See, his feet are more wide out, spread apart than his is. But I actually prefer this a little bit. This looks a bit better, especially from this angle here. Looks more Dragon Ball Z-esque. But this one, it's more stable. Which I never had a problem with following in the first place, but still, I know it's a possibility. So I don't really recommend this one, simply unless you just really like the sculpt and you just have to have it. And even so, I wouldn't put it with the rest of the line. It doesn't fit. This one does. Even though the coloring is still a bit jarring to me, I actually got out of this line. I'm sure people who watch my video were wondering why I didn't review any of the others. I'm like, the pose got boring. The sculpts look a little weird, at least in case of Gohan. His hair looks funny, and his forearms look too big. It looked a little strange. There's always something wrong with these figures. Vegeta had a weird arm sculpt. Gohan's sculpt looked a bit iffy, even though I thought his face looked great. Trunks had terrible coloring, because they colored him based off the manga for some reason. Normal Goku just looked weird. Could give a damn about the new Dragon Ball Z stuff. The dopey Super Saiyan God stuff, they can keep it. It's just, to me, it's a case of diminishing returns. I'm sick of seeing Dragon Ball Z done over and 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 over again. You just wear it out. It's just like Street Fighter to me. It's so old at this point. It's like, just let it die for a while like you did after Street Fighter 3. And so I don't have to keep seeing these characters over and over. I get sick of seeing them. They're not as great as we keep pumping them out to be. And because we keep doing that, just don't wear out cool characters. You can do it if you just keep throwing them in people's faces. But I know most people, they stick to nostalgia. No matter how overdone it just is what it is. So, and the same thing with these poses. It's like, seeing this pose over and over again. That's why I kind of stopped collecting the line. I only liked Goku because Goku's eyes were looking this way and he was smirking. He gave you a little bit of variance. But for the most part, it's the same generic power pose or blah, blah, blah. This line just disinterested me. Especially after collecting the S Sculptures Goku and Bardock. Those are so much more interesting looking. I'm like, yeah. So I'll probably just sell Vegeta and this Goku and just keep this Goku and then that's it. But if you're planning to buy the Master Star Piece line as a whole, if you can, because he's going for some pretty rip-off ass prices and there's a lot of bootlegs, try to go for the original. I think it still looks fine. Like I said, despite his red skin tone, he still looks pretty good in display. Even though over time the red skin tone did start bugging me, I prefer brighter colors on Dragon Ball Z characters over the dark shaded ones that Van Presto does use quite a bit. But yeah, there you go. Let me just take this guy out the way and show you this guy real quick on his own. Remember, I'm using a lot of bright light, but all this shading is real. It's not based off the sunlight. The back, like I said, same sculpt, same beautiful sculpt. I do prefer the way this one's leaning down a little bit. It just looks a bit cooler, but whatever. If I didn't have it right in my face, I'd never notice it. So anyways, give me a quick break here. I want to compare him with Vegeta. I don't have any of the Master Star pieces because, like I said, I stopped collecting them. But give me a second. I'm going to bring in Vegeta and we're going to end this. Okay, so here he is with Vegeta. And I didn't realize it, but it's kind of hard to tell. Let's get comfortable here. It's kind of hard to tell. But the skin tone is noticeably darker. If you had all the Master Star Piece figures, you'd really notice. See how that Goku's arm's so light and that one's darker? Doesn't seem that bad on camera, but trust me, it is a noticeable difference. They don't seem like they belong in the same line. By comparison, I feel this Goku is more on the level. It doesn't look like it, but trust me, it is. And the darker colors of his gi, the general toning of Master Star pieces are very similar. That's why they tend to very well fit with each other, but that Goku does not. Still, I do recommend that Goku very much, only on his own though. If you're collecting the line, try to spring for this one. Hopefully they re-release it so you don't have to get ripped off for it. I still think this one looks better with this line. I never hated the colors beside the redder skin, but I got kind of used to it. I don't like it, but I got kind of used to it. And if you're collecting the line, he'll fit right in. So, enough rambling on with this review. I'm going to give you one last look at this guy real quick. And in this boy, this is the Master Star Piece Coloring Budokai Tenkaichi version. I think I said that right. Pretty neat. But doesn't go with the rest of the line. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. See you later. I am out.